Hey guys, Thomas Sulu Jr. here, aka Mustached Tom, and I'm here to review Wrong Date, a romantic comedy featuring Simon Pegg and Lake Bell, who plays Nancy, who's this 34-year-old drunk who ends up meeting Simon's character in this big sort of train area, and she was supposed to. She sort of mistook the wrong date as she's met some other woman who had a book, and this is supposed to be Simon's original date, and his character's name is Jack. So Jack thinks that Nancy is her date as she sort of lies her way into the date scenario. So they end up going on a date, and then it goes from there. This movie was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I really got a kick out of the scenarios that ended up happening. This sort of does take the natural comical romance route where eventually he discovers who she really is, and who he meets the other date and finds out that in the end he was kind of falling for this woman who's sort of just has these over the top theories and stuff like that. Her character is really interesting, I think, and I think their chemistry really was really strong for what it was. And I think that's what romantic comedies should strive for is first making an interesting chemistry. So I think they pulled that off really nicely. It just the other scenario coming from his point of view, he had this divorce, and then that just came up through the ex cheating on him, so on and so forth. So he's sort of an emotional wreck. He's got his own baggage. She's got her own baggage, and and I do believe that is part of the chemistry. Is both have this baggage weighed under them. Uh, he ends up being an emotional man. She's sort of doesn't. She has theories, but she's never too open to try them until she tried to do this, and then ended up sort of not working, and then ended up working later on in the movie, where he finally sees that these little notebook things that they have for things to tell each other, like on a date, they end up switching theirs around, and then the guy, Jack goes through trying to get back to her house, even after not meeting any of his family or any of her family, I should say, and ends up having to go to a club where all these young people are, and then like they go and they find her, and then he makes a speech about having being glad that they met and things like that. So the ending is really nice. And again, it's through a single date, so that is like the sped up process of this sort of process. So I thought it was an enjoyable film. I gave it a say 7 out of 10. I think it was worth watching. Uh, I mean, there weren't any. There were a few moments where I chuckled or like smirked or stuff like that. So I think it did its job. It was suitable. With that being said, I think that wraps everything up. So this has been Tom Sasu Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll see you guys next time.